Hey, everybody.
Yo.
Hello.
Good morning. It's 92.3 WIL, New Country for the STL Vibe. Check, Mason and Remy. How are you, buddy? How you doing?
I heard freeze warning or something
Yeah.
today, and I was like,
Yeah.
what's this?
Yeah.
And then I just moved on with my life.
Yeah,
And I'm
because
okay.
it's going to be 80 next week, so.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'll take that. Casey, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. It's felt like a long week so far, has it not? Today I woke up and I was like, yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, my week is all messed up because for whatever reason, the Columbia School District decides to take their spring break like in the middle of the week. So Emerson had school Monday and Tuesday, and now she's on spring break Wednesday.
Lame.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. And she's got homework.
How are you, Mason?
I'm doing great, thanks. 80 next week here in St. Louis or for you in Jamaica? Which one?
Yeah.
Both.
Get out of here. Literally get out of here.
So what's going on, Remy? I heard you had some response about your tree out in the front yard.
Yeah, I know everything about my Bradford pear tree because last year I made the mistake of posting it and going, oh my gosh, my tree is so beautiful. And then people were like, your tree is not beautiful.
And by the way, you can see it on the Facebook page.
It's invasive and it smells weird and it grows fast and it has soft wood.
But it looks
So it's definitely going to break.
pretty for a little bit.
Yeah, it is pretty for about a week when it blooms, and that's when it's smelliest. But I learned something that I want to pass along because I don't know why, but like if you're going down 270, this is all I notice is these white blooms on trees, and I'm like, look at all of these Bradford pear trees.
I know.
It's crazy.
I think it almost every day, and I'm always like, are they all Bradford pear trees? Because everyone acts like there's some wild thing that shouldn't be around, but they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're super invasive, and there are two programs that people showed me yesterday on Facebook. One of them is Heartland's Conservancy, where they will, if you chop down your Bradford pear tree in your yard, they will give you a native tree to replace it.
Oh, really?
And there's a couple of them. So that's on the Illinois side. I believe that's in Belleville.
Huh.
And then there's another one, moinvasives.org, where they will do the same thing. They'll give you a native tree in Missouri if you show them proof that you have chopped down your tree. So
trying to help out all the people who want to get rid of. You're trying to exterminate Bradford pear trees.
well, yeah, and I think that they are too, because there are a lot of like, from an ecological standpoint, a lot of bad things that they present, and because they're not native to. I think they're native to China.
Yeah.
And
how do they get so prominent along 270 or whatever if they're such a bad thing?
Everyone thinks they're pretty, and then you get them, and then you're like, oh.
Okay.
Well, they spread on their own too.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like, how do you let them spread on your own for so long?
Yeah.
Well, the government's in charge. So. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I know the answer to that.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool. I wanted to share that information. So if you do have one, there is an option if you want to, replace it with like a white oak tree or something like that.
Did people share that with you personally, or was that on the post, on the photo?
It was
by any chance?
It was on the photo. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see it.
Those links are there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Want to exterminate the Bradford pear tree? Let's eliminate this problem so we never have to talk about it again.
Heal the world.
Fresh out of Nashville.
Fresh New Country.
It's the Catch of the Day on 92.3 WIL.
Kid to the Day is brought to you by SIUE. It's usually new music that you haven't heard on the radio yet that we're going to show off. And today we have Maddie and Tay with Woman You Got. We talked about this one earlier this week. Maddie and Tay just released it, I think, on Friday, and they dedicated this one to their husbands, which makes it a lot cuter. I think I always like a song more when it doesn't just seem like one in a stack of a million that they got sent to them, but it's a little bit more personal to their actual lives,
It's specific.
Yeah.
I like it.
So it's Maddie and Tay, Woman You Got on 92.3 WIL.
How long ago was it that we tried to get into the children's entertainment game?
I think this was like 2 years ago.
Is that after-
Baby Shark
right.
Shark kind of had like a resurgence, and it was like everywhere, and they were making like, it's Baby Shark Halloween, it's Baby Shark Christmas, it's Baby Shark everything.
And Remy's got 2 kids, under 5 at the time.
Nonstop at the house.
And we're like, how do we get in on this? Because that like kid that wiggles, that doodle bops.
Yeah.
Now that world, there's money there.
Yeah. Well, just being in the music industry, I feel like from a radio standpoint, you tend to break down songs. So you're like, well, this doesn't seem like a difficult song to reproduce.
Right.
What are the elements that we need in this song?
And I thought, like you needed, but it was the Baby Shark thing. So you needed like goofy music, right?
Yeah.
Fun music. And we found this. Right?
It's fun.
It's kind of like a lighthearted, like a goofy song.
Yeah.
And then we thought we need like
An animal?
Yeah, something that I guess kids can identify with, like the shark, right? Even though the shark is like a man-eating animal.
Yeah. Like sharks, dinosaurs, kittens. Those are all huge things in the house right now. Any one of those.
We were brainstorming on the air when it all went down.
Hi, yeah, I was actually just listening to you guys about the whole baby shark thing and about wanting to come up with a concept for a new, jingle for kids.
I really don't think it's that difficult.
From a listener point of view suggestion, there's a lot of them geared more towards boys. But if you could, do one, that hits more towards the young girls audience, I think more moms would appreciate that.
Okay. We need to, if you could designate, an animal, what animal would that be?
Yeah, give an example of one.
Unicorn.
The unicorn was suggested by a listener.
Also very popular with the children's.
You've got, how old's Emerson now?
She's going to be 6 in July.
How big is the unicorn on the scale of mythical animals that she would love to have?
There's a giant unicorn stuffed animal in her room right now. There are many different unicorn stuffed animals that we have in our house.
Is this all making sense, Casey? Does it seem like it makes sense?
Yeah, you guys wanted to write a song. Now you're going to do about a unicorn.
Okay. And so we came up with this.
One unicorn running down a rainbow. Unicorn, and then a friend joins. Unicorns.
So you're seeing it's there's math, right? One.
That's the educational value that you would get out of it.
So you've got a unicorn running down a rainbow. It's beautiful and fun and majestic, and the kids like it. And then it goes 2. And now you're learning.
As an adult, this should be very annoying to you.
Oh,
but
it
as
is.
a kid, this should be very entertaining to you.
Play it for the kids.
One unicorn running down a rainbow. Unicorn, and then a friend
Count 'em,
joins.
2.
Unicorns running down a rainbow.
And then it's that repetitive, annoying thing that makes the song so great for kids.
Yeah, you count up to 10, you count down from 10. And the interesting part about this is I remember 2 years ago, I got a focus group at my house. I got Emerson and I've got Leo.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play it for them.
Yeah.
And they had no interest.
Yeah.
No interest at all. And randomly, about 2 months ago, Emerson, who is now 5, has been requesting to hear the song and wants to hear it before bed.
Oh.
It's the weirdest thing. It's just now clicked that Daddy made an awesome unicorn song at one point in his
Yeah,
life.
we did.
So
And
now they
it's
listen
coming
to
back.
it?
Yes, it's so weird. It's so weird.
You know what? I'm going to find, because I know we have the video of just the song. I'm going to post that so that people can hear it again.
Yeah.
I want to check this focus group again. I think it's time to revisit. Didn't we send off for
Yes.
a video for that? But it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
There's a website called Fiverr.com, and I submitted this to be a video and to be animated and everything, and I think it wasn't. I think it was like $30-$40 or something.
It was well before the pandemic.
Yeah, so we sent this off, and I never heard back from the guy. Forgot about it. Just thought it wasn't a thing. So I'm gonna
look into that?
I'm gonna DM him.
Let's find out about that.
Yeah.
I think there's still life for the unicorn song.
One unicorn running down a rainbow. Unicorns, and then a friend joins. Unicorn.
I think it's still got life, and it could be a thing. I don't think the adventure is over yet.
It's no secret that Kane Brown was a child of the Boys and Girls Club of America whenever he was growing up. He's very open about the fact that he only really had one parent present and that he loves supporting that organization now that he's an adult. And less than a year ago, he released a song called Worldwide Beautiful, and all the proceeds for that song are going to Boys and Girls Clubs of America, which is really cool.
Wow.
And ever since he released it, which, like I said, was less than a year ago, as of right now, he's just raised $100,000 for them.
Nice.
That is not bad at all for a song.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's not bad at all for putting something out there and just letting it do its thing. I mean, this song is not a radio single. There hasn't been much promotion for it since it first came out.
There is a video, and it's a good song.
There is a music video for it.
Yeah.
It's a really cool video. The song's really sweet. It was very prevalent to everything last summer. And so it's cool that all the proceeds for this are going to help out kids. And the Boys and Girls Club tweeted and said, "Special thank you to our friend Kane Brown and his generous donations. He supports our mission and advocates for the equality of the millions of kids that are counting on us."
Very cool.
So it's cool to know that that's something that he grew up with. And now that he's grown up and making his money, making $100,000 off a song he really hasn't touched in a year. And just helping out millions of kids with it. It's really cool.
Kane Brown's fans are nuts. Like
Nuts.
they love Kane Brown. Like we had Kane Brown, what was it, 2018 at a Jingle Fest,
Yep.
and that video still gets comments to this day about how selfless he is. He brought a girl up on stage and hugged her, and it was just one of those cool moments that he was a part of. So
It's good to have famous friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Real news is lame. This is Unprofessional News with Mason and Remy on 92.3 WIL.
The release said that Volkswagen will be on all electric models going forward, with gas vehicles having the company's well-known VW emblem only.
you ready for corporate America April Fool's Day jokes? They're coming.
I heard about this one.
Google will have one tomorrow, I'm sure. I remember.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah,
April Fool's Day, yeah.
one year they said we are now printing all emails and we will send you a large package of printed emails.
Oh, is that a Google one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was a Google one. This was a Volkswagen April Fool's Day joke that actually came out with like a whole press release and everything. They were talking about changing the name for their electric cars to Volkswagen.
VOLTS.
Yeah. The announcement was meant to be an April Fool's Day joke to bring some awareness about the company's all-electric vehicle that is out. And by awareness, they mean promotional value. It is cool. The SUV that they just released, that they've talked about, you can pre-order now, but it's an electric SUV. And it looks awesome. I mean, we're pretty much going to be driving around computers here in the next, 20 years.
We're not already?
Not really. I mean, I feel like you get into a Tesla or you get into a Jeep Wrangler,
Sure.
there's a big difference in there.
Sure.
Like when you can change your car horn to any sound you ever wanted in a Tesla. Let's go.
I just to throw things off course a little bit, but to go back to that, we were just at a Hot Country Nights show a few weeks ago, and a guy who did radio 20 years ago, he and I were talking, and he was telling me about the good old days, and he was like, my radio and your radio are different. Mine was like driving a stick. Yours is like driving a Tesla. And I was like, okay. You're totally right. I'll totally let you have that.
Yeah, it's just a different experience.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
But here comes April Fool's Day, so just beware. That is tomorrow. Next story. St. Louis is about to do something it hasn't done in 80 years.
Clean up the garbage on the side of 270?
I feel confident in saying that, given the forecast. Do you know what it is? Have you guys heard this?
Is it about this month?
This month.
Yeah.
No snow in the month of March. That hasn't happened in 80 years. National Weather Service says March is going to end without a trace of snow in the city for the first time since 1938.
That's so cool.
So freeze warning tonight, and then...
Exactly.
And remember on February 2nd when everybody was like, that Groundhog Dead, 6 more weeks of winter?
Huh?
See, it's all fine.
Huh?
But there is a freeze warning, so cover your Iggy Azaleas tonight.
Oh, yeah, she's out there exposed.
Next story. Chipotle says it will be giving away $100,000 in crypto as part of a contest celebrating National Burrito Day tomorrow.
Burritos and cryptocurrency.
Yes, I'm guessing this is not an April Fool's Day joke, but in order to win, fans will have to try and guess a valid 6-digit code at burritosorbitcoin.com.
Oh, my gosh.
Correct guesses will leave 3 people with $25,000 in Bitcoin, which is funny because that's not even one Bitcoin.
So
So you
crazy.
get half a Bitcoin. 10,000 people can also win a free burrito. So
Does it say anything about cryptocurrency? When you hear about Edward Jones and big trading companies, who do they advertise to and what do they advertise during? You know what I mean? Like the Super Bowl, right? Big money. Burritos and Bitcoin? Who is your audience? Who are you talking to?
Everyone that we're talking to, apparently.
You love burritos? Do you love Bitcoin? We might be friends.
I think it just translates into, you get $25,000 that you can cash out if you want to, or you can leave it in your Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin goes to the moon, as they say,
Sure.
you can cash it out.
Burritos either way.
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
Burritos either way.
Blues play the Avalanche on Friday. Puck drop at 8. Cards start their regular season tomorrow in Cincinnati. First pitch at 3:10, and we are only 8 days away from opening day at Busch Stadium.
92.3 WIL. New country for the STL with Mason versus Remy.
Casey, you feeling confident?
Sure. I never know how I'm going to do at these games because I never really actually get to play them myself.
Yeah, you don't get to practice.
Yeah, so I don't know how it's going to go.
You don't get that workout, that brain workout.
Tables are turned today. Mason versus Remy. Has he already won on Monday? It's going to be Mason versus Casey. Remy is the game master. I'm going to get the contestants on the phone. Remy, if you could explain what we're doing.
Yeah, today we're going to play the categories game. I'll give you a category and you list off as many things as you can think of in that category within 10 seconds, and we'll add up all the points at the end of this, and the person with the most points wins the game.
Okay. Let's say hello to our contestants. On the phone this morning, Natasha in Hillsboro and Nicole in St. Louis. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see, Natasha, you were on the phone first, so I'll have you choose Mason or Casey. Who do you want to play for you?
Well, I was going to choose Casey, but she doesn't seem very confident, so I'm going to go with Mason. You don't seem confident.
Are you confident? Sure.
All right, how you feeling? Okay, so Natasha, you said Mason then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So if I do end up winning here, Natasha, it'll be your choice of either the opening day table for 2, Ballpark Village with the $40 in food and beverages, or the 4 club car washes. But if Casey does win, she could be playing possum. You never know.
Never know.
Nicole could then make the choice. So we'll ask you ladies to hold on just a second while we play, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Casey, you're going to need to go isolate yourself.
I'm running to the room across the hall.
Isolation.
And then Remy will tell me the category. And then you also have to tally while I'm like reading them off.
I got it.
Okay,
I got a
all
tally
right.
mark.
Just want to make, you got a tally marker?
Tally mean banana.
Okay.
Here we go.
If you say so. Are you ready then?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, your first category is malls in the bi-state.
Fairview Heights, the Galleria, West County Mall. Do the 2 Chesterfield outlet malls count? Man, I'm going to probably come to an end right there.
Okay.
Because I just don't.
That's good.
I hope that the 2 counted there. I don't know if I needed to list them both.
We'll see. We'll see if we get down to like a
We'll
tiebreaker
check the judges.
situation
okay,
here.
check with the judges. Okay.
All right. Number 2 category is celebrities.
Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, Morpheus. Dang it. Why did I die on that? Why did I die on that?
Because it's too broad.
Why did I die
That's
on
the
that?
best.
And why did I go with the cast of Speed and The Matrix? What the hell? I'm so sorry.
Morpheus does not count.
I know.
Number 3. Types of flooring.
You're going to say go.
Sorry. Let's
It's not fair.
Types of flooring, go.
Wood, linoleum, carpet, stone, concrete. Are they different? Marble, ivory, rebar.
What'd you say? Rebar?
It's on the floor. I did bad. I did bad.
It's not terrible.
I did bad. Morpheus. Dang it. Hey, Casey. Welcome back.
Hello.
Remy is tallying the score and resetting the timer for your categories.
I forgot to say go. I'm sorry.
It's like awful being over there. Your heart's just racing and you're like, come on, the suspense.
Yeah. All right. First category, Casey. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Malls in the area, go.
South County Center, West County Center, Galleria, Fairview Heights, Crestwood Mall's closed, Chesterfield Outlet Mall 1, Chesterfield Outlet Mall 2. Did I say the Galleria?
Yes, you did. Shout out to the Chesterfield Outlet Malls getting lots of love
Getting some
today.
love today. That's right. That's right.
Number 2 category, celebrities, go.
Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, Blake Shelton, Justin Moore, Scotty McCreery, Kelsey Ballerini, Carrie Underwood, Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, Faith Hill, Halsey.
Okay.
Rob, just going to say she looked at the screen and Blake Shelton and Justin Moore are the next 2 songs that we're playing. But okay.
All right.
But okay.
I guess you could have done the same
I did
thing.
the same. I went Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake too.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
Right off the top. Yeah.
First 2. Okay.
All right. Casey, types of flooring, go.
Tile, peel and stick tile, ceramic tile, hardwood floors, concrete floors, gravel.
Listen. If I get a point for rebar, which is something that I said. She can get a point for gravel.
I think gravel is. Let me tabulate. I think gravel works.
It's a flooring. It's a flooring.
I mean, we are very lucky in America to have
gravel floors. That's right.
To have flooring, but in some countries, gravel may be the floor.
Then rebar is a flooring too. You write it down. So that was my answer. This was tough. I didn't do good, Casey.
Oh, really?
I did not do good.
Man, I'm winded.
You killed it.
I feel like I could beat Remy in a foot race right now.
You definitely.
I don't know. I'm good. Don't
test. You guys will be running around the parking lot on Instagram for an hour.
All right, I have the scores.
Remy has the scores. Drama music, right?
Mason had 16 points going first. I did count rebar, by the way. Didn't matter because Casey got 22. Woo! It was the celebrities category.
Yeah, she killed
it.
Killed it.
I wanted to throw in a very broad category.
Yeah.
Like Billy on the Street or Billy Eichner when he goes like, name a woman.
And then your mind just goes blank.
Like, I don't know any women.
Well, we went to all the Justins in the world.
Yeah, we did.
Casey went to every country star, and for some reason, I named off the cast of Speed and The Matrix.
He said Morpheus.
I failed hard. Casey wins, which means, I'm sorry, Natasha. Nicole is the winner this morning.
Nicole.
A very cool show coming up tonight. A virtual show with a lot of our country artists is going to benefit zoos, aquariums, aviaries all across the country who have been hard up after, of course, a year of people not being allowed to congregate at the zoo or wherever. Those animals couldn't be furloughed, need to be taken care of. Security needs to happen. So we're going to talk with Steve Shankman over at Contemporary Productions, putting on a very cool show that's going to help out zoos all across the country. And, of course, the greatest zoo on earth, the St. Louis Zoo, right?
I was the chairman of that zoo from 2000 to 2007, and that's when we finally made the number one status in USA Today. And I certainly, being a resident here all my life, believe it's the greatest zoo in the country.
I mean, I know Remy's a member at the zoo, takes the kid. You've already taken the kids, haven't you, this year?
No, we haven't gone this year, but we're itching to get out there because, this 70-degree weather, you got to go to the zoo, and it's free.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I'm thinking the aquarium because I know that this benefits zoos and aquariums all across the country, right?
That's correct. And aviaries and other scientific venues that the zoos and aquariums are very much involved in. The zoos and aquariums have lost over $1.5 billion during this pandemic. I mean, even our own zoo was closed for 2.5 months, and when we did open, we had capacity limitations. So it's been a struggle to get back to numbers even close to last year.
Yeah, one thing you don't think about is that just because there's nobody going to the zoo doesn't mean that you don't have to employ all of the caretakers and all of the food that the animals eat. Like, you still have to keep everything alive, which costs a lot of money. So this is going to help out a lot.
Exactly. And when you give the $30 donation, half that money stays with your own local zoo. So they're getting 50% of the money, and the other money's going in to pay for the show. But the show itself features animals from all over America and Canada. So the Calgary Zoo, the St. Louis Zoo is featured, the Monterey Aquarium. So you're going to see big up and personal, some with Brad Paisley at the National Zoo with live animals right there. And cool. Also, then a lot of the other animals will show up on the screen at the steel mill where we recorded the other acts. And, I mean, they're doing all their hits, too. I mean, Roots and Wings, Jesse James Decker, my favorite song that Riley Green does, I Wish Grandpa's Never Died. Old Dominion's doing Make It Sweet, Ashley McBride, Velvet Red. So if you tune in at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night on the link that you can get on the St. Louis Zoo, or also the show is called All Together for Animals. You could go to that website, and it's a $30 donation. So invite your friends over. We're having a watch party at the Shankman's house. They're wearing my wife tells me they're wearing cowboy hats and boots. So it's going to be quite a party at our house on Wednesday night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Again, we'll post the link on, of course, the 92.3 WIL socials. But you said you can just go to the St. Louis Zoo website and get tickets right from there, you said.
That's right. You can get the link from there, or go to the name of the show is All Together for Animals. And, these artists down in Nashville, I mean, we could have had twice as many. People just want to help out zoos and aquariums and do great things for all the animals and the critters out there. And many of these people, like Winona, she's got 34 critters right on her farm. So they're big animal people down there. So we're really looking forward to Wednesday night.
Well, we're big animal people here, too, and, of course, appreciate all your work over the years with the zoo and of course, in making this happen with Contemporary Productions. We appreciate you, Steve. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you all. Nice talking to you this morning.
Great to talk to you, too. Again, you want to see Brad Paisley, Old Dominion, Ashley McBride, Riley Green, and so many more, and help out the St. Louis Zoo. I'm going to post that link right now on the Facebook page, across Twitter as well. Find 92.3 WIL.
Nobody likes real news. This is the unprofessional news with Mason and Remy on 92.3 WIL.
A new Anheuser-Busch-backed company has taken another step towards making St. Louis its home.
Evergreen is building its headquarters on the Anheuser-Busch Brewery campus. It's actually owned by AB, and it's a sustainable ingredient company that is revolutionizing the use of high-quality grains used to brew beer. So they're creating nutritious and great-tasting barley-based ingredients that can be used in a variety of food, beverage products, and like milks, proteins, things like that. But what they're doing is they're using the materials that would normally go to waste at the brewery and making products out of that. So this is actually going to be constructed on campus. So if you were to go on a brewery tour whenever those open back up, you would probably see this construction. And I wonder if they're banking on the fact that the tours aren't happening now to do this construction to get it out of the way.
Oh, I bet totally.
Yeah. But it looks awesome.
There's a lot of room down there. I mean, it's a city if you haven't been to the Budweiser, the AB campus.
Yeah.
If you haven't been. There's a lot of spots there where you can do a lot of things.
Yeah, I feel like campus makes it sound smaller. City is...
Really? Yeah. It's expansive.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
It's a big deal.
And free beer. So, next story. According to a new survey, 42% of Americans say they plan on, quote, throwing the biggest party of their entire lives when the pandemic is officially over. The survey also found 36% of people will start going to things they used to avoid or flake out on before, like baby showers, weddings, bachelorette parties, things like that. And 1 in 4 people say that they want to do a redo on their birthday from last year because it didn't count.
It's what my parents were trying to do this weekend with Easter. We're doing Christmas gifts and a turkey. Are you coming over? That's what they said.
Oh, wow.
Right? Yeah.
All the holidays.
All of it.
I just have I feel like it's kind of a rude awakening when I don't know that there's going to be anybody, any doctor or whoever that's going to pop on TV and be like,
end date.
The pandemic is over.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean?
It's weird because I don't think that there's going to be like a V day, a day where it's like on July 27th, 2021, blah, blah, blah. And so
It'll be a slow transition.
I'll bet if they try, it'll be July 4th, though. You watch. If we're going to try it, they're going to be like, how are we going to watch things explode in the sky if we can't do it together?
Yeah, right. Declare our nation's independence from everything else and also the pandemic.
I'm placing my bets on July 4th. Somebody's going to do it. Somebody's doing it.
Yeah. Next story. The cops in Clam Lake Township, Michigan. Do you know where that's at on the I'm from Michigan map?
I'm looking at my hand right now and I don't see it.
Okay. They spotted a car on the shoulder of the highway last Friday with its lights off. They walked up to the car. They saw a guy in the front seat try to duck out of sight. The cops asked him for his name. He gave them a fake name, but the cops didn't know it was fake, and they ran the name. And it turned out that the actual person, the fake name that he used, also had felony warrants.
Michigan.
So this guy was arrested anyway. And when they searched him, they found that he had meth.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's facing charges for meth possession and lying to an officer during a felony and more.
And more.
I love that. Like, if you're going to use a fake name, at least use someone with a clean record.
I mean, at least do your research about it. Don't just throw out names willy-nilly because, you're already in a tough situation.
Pure Michigan. Visit the beautiful rolling hills,
lighthouses,
Lamb Lake, and meth labs. Pure Michigan.
I think he was on his way to kidnap the governor. That's a second kidnapping governor joke from Michigan in 2 days. So,
time to unload all the trash. Mason and Remy on 92.3 WIL with all the celebrity garbage.
I know I made a joke yesterday about Kelly Clarkson being replaced on The Voice, but Nick Jonas is being replaced on The Voice.
Actually.
But like forever, actually?
No, they said he'll come back in the rotation.
Oh, my eyes. eyes are terrible. I can't see that.
That's Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande announced yesterday that she is beyond thrilled, honored, and excited to be joining Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, and Blake Shelton next season 21.
No offense to the judges that are already on it, but I feel like she's kind of beyond The Voice.
I do too. I was really actually surprised when I saw her post this photo, but I also know that she's like a fan of these reality TV shows, so I could see if it was something that's just a fun side thing for her.
It's not like she's touring or anything.
That's true. Maybe,
what else do all of them have to do?
Maybe took a big hit. I don't know.
To the point that Kelly Clarkson was sick and they were like, Kelsey, are you busy? She's like, no. Kelsey Ballerini just shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One of my favorite things to do is go and watch Ariana Grande on YouTube. That sounds weird.
I do this all the time.
It sounds on brand if you know Remy.
I just like the impressions videos.
She's so good at that.
She has amazing impressions of Celine Dion, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera.
Okay,
she's so good at it.
Like when she shows up on Jimmy Fallon and they're like, do this song in the style of everybody.
It's so good. Okay, I'm done gushing.
All right. So you heard about that. The Voice season 21 will feature, it's Blake, John Legend, Kelly Clarkson, and Ariana Grande. Sorry to the Jonas fans.
He'll be back.
Britney Spears said she cried for 2 weeks after the Framing Britney Spears Hulu documentary was released.
It was on her side, though. I mean, it was the happy tears.
That doesn't make you feel good when you look back on your life and your life is that.
Someone's fighting for you, I would say, right?
She said in a video that she posted of her dancing to Crazy by Aerosmith, my life has always been very speculated, watched, and judged, really my whole life. For my sanity, I need to dance every night to feel wild and human and alive. I can see that. It's probably the only time you have the free movement to do whatever you want if you're Britney Spears.
Yeah.
She said, I've been exposed my whole life to performing in front of people. It takes a lot of strength to trust the universe with your real vulnerability because I've always been so judged, insulted, and embarrassed by the media. And I still am to this day. She said, the world keeps on turning. Life goes on. We still remain so fragile and sensitive as people.
I'm on her side. I dance every night. I did a move last night that impressed my wife.
I believe you. I feel like I used to say leave Britney alone a lot because I know that people are on her side and this documentary is on her side and everyone just wants her to like be free and be happy for her. And yes, totally free Britney. However, we don't actually know what she wants because she's never quite said it. Or if she's not okay, she's never said that.
Yeah, or if she's not allowed to say it.
Yeah, or if she doesn't like this documentary, or if she's embarrassed that the whole world is talking about her. She's like, I know all these things happened. I lived through it. Everybody, can you like shut up and leave me alone? I'm just trying to raise my kids and be with my boyfriend in this LA house and burn down my gym and all the things that she does. Like, just let her like live for a little bit. And I'm sure the people that are on her side and her family are going to take care of it.
It sounds like a lot just defending Britney.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
She said, I didn't watch the documentary, but from what I did see of it, I was embarrassed by the light they put me in. I cried for 2 weeks. I still cry sometimes. She said, I do what I can. My own spirituality. Everyday dancing brings me joy. I love this line. I'm not here to be perfect. Perfect is boring. I'm here to pass on kindness. This is Britney trying to be as best she can be.
I go back to the whole, I think she needs to move to like St. Peter's or Waterloo or something. Like, I just feel like a normal life or what a seemingly normal life for her would really benefit.
She could find a nice place in Eureka.
Something.
She could find a nice place out
like
there.
a suburb, not LA.
Yeah.
Not New York City. It's just those places are different. They're just different.
It eats you alive, man.
Yeah.
And they will take and not worry at all about the effect on you. But that, I feel like, is Hollywood and show business as a whole. And that's the celebrity garbage. Boy, is it. If you want to see that story, it's posted 92.3 WIL. It's on Facebook. If you want to see the account of Britney watching the documentary and what she did watch, it's there.
Escape the bad news. Here's what's awesome. With Mason and Remy on 92.3 WIL.
And I stopped what I was doing and I got the card and saved the baby.
Oh, he saved the baby. He did save the baby. A Schnucks employee in Alton, just doing his job, getting the carts in the parking lot. And he saw a large cart rolling down the parking lot into a stop sign, which would lead to traffic. The mom was distracted by another child getting things in the car. Cart rolls away. Classic scene from a movie of the baby buggy that's like going down the street. You got to stop it.
There's a kid in the cart?
There's a kid. Yeah. There's a baby in the cart.
Oh.
It's rolling down the parking lot.
Oh.
And Ben Mazier, who is a Schnucks employee, sprang into action like a superhero.
Get him, Benji.
like an Avenger of sorts.
Benji probably hates that. I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry, Ben. Sorry, Benjamin. I'm sorry.
And he saved the baby.
Nice.
So
Wow.
I feel like as a former
Cart boy.
cart boy,
Yeah.
one of my first jobs was you see so many weird things in the parking lot, like people don't put their carts away, like they prop them up on the grass, like I'm doing you a favor, it's not gonna roll because I
so annoying.
propped it on the island, or they just leave it. You know, those kinds of people, and you're judging in your head.
Oh, yeah.
You're judging.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you do that, know you're being judged. The world is watching.
I don't care. I'm in a hurry.
I gotta go. I don't have 3 seconds to take this over there.
So think about all of the things that a cart retriever has to go through when they're in the parking lot, and then also save a baby. I mean,
I wish there was
we need
like
this guy on the show.
I wish there was security camera footage
So
that
we can,
we could actually watch it happen, because I'm imagining it happening and how relieved as a mom to look over and be
my
like,
gosh.
oh, the cart's gone. You look up, there's Ben bringing back the baby. Thank goodness.
I love how nonchalant he is. He's like, I saw it rolling down and just
Got it.
went and saved the baby.
and I saved that baby. It's what I do. And get carts. Yes.
And get carts.
Yeah, man.
You can see this story. It's posted on the Facebook page. Shout out to Ben. You are what's awesome.
Bringing Nashville to St. Louis with KC Covers Country on 92.3 WIL.
Look, I'm going to be so honest and say I didn't honestly do my research on this story, because Luke Bryan posted a video yesterday with one word, and it's a bad word. And I didn't see it on social media. Remy sent it to me in a text message, and as I'm walking into the UPS store, I looked to see a video of a fish hook going through Luke Bryan's finger.
Casey, who has said many times, not only on the air but off the air, the sight of blood,
She hits the floor.
There's no
fall.
blood.
I saw it.
there's
It's a
blood.
little bit
There's
on his
blood.
thumb.
You
but
just said there's no blood.
there's
and now
no
there's a little
active.
bit.
It's
Here's
not
the thing.
actively bleeding.
If Instagram puts the little like, hey, this is sensitive content, don't click until you're sure that you want to see it, then that's how I know. I just don't need to push myself. I've done that thing. I've almost passed out in the Rizzuto Show studio from things like this. I don't need to do that again.
It's a nice way of them to put a buffer between you seeing that stuff in your timeline, right?
Yes.
And then here's Remy, who takes a screenshot
Look at this.
without the photo warning and sends it right to Casey.
Yeah, no
Who he knows
screenshot. It
has
was
a
the
problem.
actual video.
Anyway,
so
so-
it just plays in our conversation now.
So do you know what
So you
actually happened
screen
with
So
the story?
he's out fishing right now, or he's out fishing, and it looks like it's a Rapala lure, like a bass lure, that he probably just flung up and it hit his hand. And the treble hook, which is barbed, by the way, is in 2 parts of his thumb. So 2 of the 3 hooks on the treble hook are in his thumb. And the only caption is, dang it. And it's funny because there's a bunch of like Jake Owen said, hunting, fishing, and loving every day. Official Buck Commander says, that'll buff right out.
Yeah, you're fine.
There's a bunch of, celebrity. Travis Denning says, I don't think you'll be able to pass that middle hook. Yeah, it's just, it's, if you are sensitive to this kind of content, I would suggest not going to look at
Yeah,
it.
don't go look at it. But if you want, Remy will just send it right to your phone.
Just give me
even
your
if
phone
he
number.
knows.
Yeah.
Even if he knows you're sensitive to that content. This is the loving friend that you have in Remy.
I honestly thought that it was going to show up like with
Like
the sensitive
that?
content,
Yeah.
and it would blur it out or whatever initially, and then you could choose whether or not you want it. But when I saw that on Luke Bryan's account yesterday, I was like, what is he posting? That is
Right?
sensitive
Yeah.
content.
Bad.
Luke Bryan? Okay, let's
maybe
go.
Those jockey commercials, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, tight pants, like
Well,
a
then-
wiggle.
or
What is
something.
it?
You brought this up and then it brought up more stories. I guess I don't realize how often or common this is, because then you said your mom once got hooked by a fish hook.
Yep, we were in Minnesota on a fishing trip, and she was out on the dock, and my brother left his fishing pole out on the dock.
Yeah.
And she stepped on it. It flung up, hit her right in the calf.
Have you ever been fishing if you haven't been hooked by a hook? Like, have you ever really gone fishing?
I've never gotten
yeah,
like.
of
I
course
have been
he is.
fishing plenty of times, and I'm very careful around all hooks. I'm
Spend enough
extremely
time,
careful.
right?
I
Spend
guess,
enough
yeah,
time.
if you spend enough time, but this is pretty severe. Like,
Yeah.
might as well just cut that out.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Probably not
How's
the
he gonna
first.
play guitar with that?
Oh, like he's playing it. That's not going to buff out like they're saying, but we'll see how if you want to see the photo.
Blech.
No?
No, long story
Video.
short, I'm not
This is
posting it to our
video.
socials. You
Nope.
can go look up
Sorry.
Luke Bryan and find it there, because I don't want anyone else scrolling and not expecting
How
it.
nice of you, Casey. How nice of you.
views.
Want to latest political news? You're in the wrong place. This is Unprofessional News with Mason and Remy on 92.3 WIL.
Just from working here for about a month and a half, I've noticed that there are a lot of weird things that have been donated.
I really want to do an interview with a Goodwill employee that just like combs through people's stuff all day. What's the weirdest stuff that people have tried to donate? This happened, I feel like, recently on a much lesser scale, but a Goodwill employee found $5,000 in a like suit jacket pocket. Woo. And just this week, someone found $42,000 in a couple of donated sweaters. How does this happen? Yeah. How do you forget about $42,000 in cash?
It's got to be somebody
in your
else.
Sweaters.
Right? It's got to be somebody else cleaning up your room.
I don't care.
Or something.
Like
No,
if
I
you're
get it.
hiding $42,000 from your spouse, how do you do this?
In a sweater. It's from one
You
of
must have many other thousands of dollars so that you forget about that one.
lots of other sweaters.
The Goodwill employee thought it was fake, but she reported it and got the money back to the original owner. And the original owner was, how did this happen? How could I forget that I had $42,000 in these sweaters? And so they gave her $1,000.
I guess that's okay.
They gave her a $1,000 tip for finding their $42,000.
What a lucky Goodwill worker.
I'm a roundy kind of person.
Could have been a little luckier.
I'm a roundy kind of person, so I would have taken it down to 40 and given her 2. I feel like that would have been a much better deal.
I would have not told you I found $42,000.
Oh, you're that guy.
I am. I'm the guy that's richer. Yeah.
Oh, no. Then I would be doing it and I'd be like, this is Watch What Happens Live. Or like, what is that show called? Watch and see what those people do.
Yeah, this is
Or
totally
I'd be like, this is definitely a trick. Someone's going to catch me.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be like, this is marked money. Or it was like cartel money or something.
I can't put this in my account because the cops will know exactly $42,000 is missing and I just put $42,000.
Yeah, you wouldn't hide it. You're just like, oh, I just need to deposit this in my bank.
Yeah.
Next story. Oh, I muted it. Dang it.